What's up, guys? This is the Rifleman, and I am back to bring you to the next episode of my Empire Total War Let's Play as the Maratha Confederacy. So to pick up where we left off, we were attacking the city of Mysore, and this will be our final act in consolidating power in India. So we know they've got a few things coming in. We know they've got a bunch of reinforcements coming in, but a lot of it is cavalry. So once they start sending in the levy, we know that we are good. We won't be forcing them to... Well, we won't be attacking them to destruction. We just want to win the battle and then gain hold of the territory. Although, I suspect we will probably have to destroy the school, at least temporarily, to get the territory under our control. But then we're probably going to churn through a bunch of turns as we get our investments cooking. Because we're going to have control of all of India, full 5 schools. It's just going to be pretty darn good. Okay, so the main force is going to be directly ahead of us, but they should be having reinforcements coming in from the left. So let's build or place a gun unit, a gun team facing that way, at least partially, then another gun team facing straight ahead. Though we are slightly behind the hill here, so we need to actually a little bit further forward. We'll make this bit a bit more acute. Okay. Then let's drop a good chunk of line down. Then we've got deployed. Let's probably deploy one more on this line. I've got a feeling I've stolen a unit from somewhere because there were definitely 3 here originally. Warrior there, Hindu warrior in the center, Hindu warrior. Probably want to steal one from this flank really, because if they're the reinforcements, we can deal with the leading elements first. Actually, need to have a look at these cavalrymen. Barawadi. Now let's do it the other way. There we go. Now they've got the sun on them, and they do look rather spiffy, although they look like giant, kind of like strawberries with the, with the seeds on the outside. They're slightly pinker than a strawberry. No, not bad at all. So how do they compare to... Granted, these are elite lancers, higher melee attack, less charge bonus, more defense, more morale. But then again, these are lancers. These are brawlers. Cav unit on the left. Good. So the enemy does have some cavalry. Have some artillery, rather. The guns focus on their cavalry. A fine hit. So we will likely send a cavalry unit around to attack the guns. Once we've thinned out their cavalry contingent some. You attack that unit. That's actually the closest cav unit to the guns. You just keep attacking them because they're stationary. Send some lancers out wide. Ooh, a fine hit. Well, this battery How well do they... Oh, bouncing shot, fired short. The other 3 guns. Hey, got some good hits. Okay, let's actually send these lancers up a bit with a bit more haste. But I think if we can, well, if they stay as slow and sedate as their current efforts, we will be able to do some good damage to the cavalry. That killed 20 from that unit and 34 from that unit. They've lost 3, they've lost 8. Sending up some musketeers towards edge of our line. I'm going to resist as long as possible giving an attack order, just in case, you know, when I click the attack, does that trigger... I think they were just misses. Kill their RT. Ooh, nearly clipped the general staff. Then I think they're just waiting to deploy their line. In theory, don't kill them. Then shift click to get the cavalry to come back. They don't have to come back at full speed, they can walk.
Checkers.
Checkers? No, thank you. Yeah, the gunners are shattered, so they're not coming back. 2 misses. Clipped a couple at the back. Okay, there we go. Now their lines formed up. They are ready. Let's make my lancers get back a bit so they can try and recover a bit of stamina. We might get one more round shot away. As soon as their line starts getting to us, we will start blasting them with canister shot. Although it looks like these guys are stuck, so they're not going to retreat. Excellent. That was a fine hit. 2 more guns to fire. Yes. Arawadi. Clatter into those musketeers. Oh, they didn't like that one bit. They're already potentially going to break. Yeah, keep killing them. They maybe run into these musketeers because they're trying to place stakes. Canister shot, switch to the dervishes. Barawadi is still holding out quite nicely. They've only lost 1 man still. There goes the second. Excellent. They're just levy, we don't have to worry about them. Okay, bring the cav back. Push the cavalry up. Those are melee troops. Do a little bit of micro. Little bit of micro. Where's my Hindu warriors? Get him. Excellent. Okay, you hit the pikemen, you hit them from the rear, the Barawadi hit the Barawadi musketeers. I'm not strictly speaking in the back of these pikes, but we're doing enough. Steady, shaken. You men hit the levy. Excellent. Cavalry on the left, done a superb job. Roll the right flank up. Pull the Barawadi back, bring the Hindu musketeers up. Gunners. Canister shot. Bring these Hindu warriors over to the left. Let's get the guns limbered up so I can get them redeployed. And to be fair, I'm kind of guessing they're coming in. They're going to come in from over there. Gunners redeploy. So run the Lancers straight into them. They're not in formation, so they're going to be damaged anyway, because they're not grouping up. There we go, now we're on their rear. Unlimber the guns. You're going to escape. Clatter into the musketeers. Canister shot the musketeers. Excellent, there go the pikemen again. Levy just going to get chewed up by our own muskets. Barawadi are in trouble. Back to here. Keep my elephants over on this flank as well. Are you going to have to fight? You don't like being withdrawn from combat. They're coming in from over there. Okay, we need to start wrapping up this left flank. Yeah, the cavalry's upset, but this is why we've got the Hindu warriors in here. They're going to start chopping away at the Zamara cavalry. My cavalry broke. Hindu musketeers have chased away one general's bodyguard. We managed to kill an enemy general. Good. Hindu warriors are upset. Here comes my reinforcement. No, Hindu warriors. Draw the flank. Excellent, okay. Get the front moved up again. Maybe move Hindu warriors over on the left. Bring these... Oh, they recovered just before they hit the line. Ah, cavalry. Gotta get these musketeers. They did not break. Another cav unit on the left. Okay, say move the Hindu warriors over to the left, actually. Bring the cav back, because they're starting to countercharge. A hit! A fine hit! Right, keep coming. Okay, right, you stop doing that. Hit them. Bit of a delayed reaction to move people up into squares, bring the lancers behind. You men, they're charging. Couple of good shots. I'm still reloading, so I'm not going to retarget you just yet. Form line. Good hits, lots of routing troops. Guns are straightened up. A number. Ooh, an exceptional hit. These gunners are getting their eyes in now. Actually, no, you better hit that unit because you're going to be fully loaded. Hit them with a round shot, just because you might get a multiple. Oh, I thought you'd be fully reloaded. Start to damage some of the units coming in. We've got a reasonable chunk of troops here. Chase them away. Give them a volley. Countercharge with the Lancers. Second hit with the Lancers. No, no, not needed. That's not the Lancers, that's the Barawadi. Fall back, you men. Ammunition states looking a bit rough and ready. But they don't have a huge amount of infantry coming in. And if we must fight with swords, we shall. Oh, bit of a whiff. Good shot. 20 cavalrymen in one hit. Right, advance my cavalry to meet them. Beware of these stakes. More good hits. Can't go too far out. Need to be careful of the stakes. Lancers hit them. Barawadi move up. Nope. Broke immediately. Pull back. Okay, looks like the enemy guns. Well, looks like our guns now can focus on hitting the reinforcement. Stand up and be counted, guard eye musketeers. And they got a bunch of kills, and my lancers are probably going to do some damage too. Excellent. Lots of damage there. Barawadi have made contact. Squaring off against the Zamara Cav. My lancers have finally blown their last. Fair enough, good sirs. With 25 left, they're probably not coming back. Hey, the Lancers came back. No, they didn't. The Guardian Musketeers have had enough, though. Let's spread my generals out. Just so we've got good coverage. Give them an even longer route around. Speed up time, 'cause it's just elephants wandering around. I mean, there are enemy units on the hill, but... Yes. Here, they do not have long. There's one unit of levy. I think they might have had another. Either way, that could be it. In which case, good times for us. Now let's speed up time a little bit, because it's just them walking towards our line. We might have a little defilade. Take advantage of. I don't think it's going to provide them huge benefit. The Hindu warriors run. But the Lancers are going to make contact first. They're going to suck a volley though. It was a good lance. It landed well. Sorry, Hindu warriors. You can fall back. Switch to canister shot. Skirmishers, get in there. Fall back, cavalry. Yeah, they've been annihilated, and that unit of levy is not going to be long for this world either. Send a unit in, bring the other unit back. In which case, retarget the artillery. Just in the nick of time as well. Okay, Barawadi, fall back. Canister shot the musketeers that are at point blank range. There we go, push them back. Excellent. Yeah, the levy have recovered. There's a round shot the musketeers. These 2 units of levy aren't going to be a problem. Ooh, got a couple. We're going to suck up another volley from this Balarodi musketeer. If my lancers must be replaced, they will charge. Knocked a bunch of them flying back, plus the Hindu warriors coming in to provide support. "114th 2-man has done a fantastic job. Hindu warriors, back to the line. Barawadi can charge. Then the skirmishers into the levy. They might only be skirmishers, but they are naught but peasants with pitchforks. Hindu warriors fall back. Get round the rear, Barawadi. Hit the musketeers from the rear. You men chase these chaps down for a while. Exceptional damage. Fall back, because it looks like they are going to run towards our lines to withdraw. Excellent. Gunners. Engage them. You chaps. Round shots. Engage them. Excellent. Now the line advances. Guns, ceasefire. Straight ahead. Ah, and a reinforcement lancers. Excellent. They've placed stakes. You better just clatter into them because they're currently dispersed. You're getting right for the jugular. The lancers better get in as well. Everybody better get in. Converge like white blood cells. Although the skirmishers have probably got this by the looks of it. Nice. Don't push on too much further because they have put 2 rows of stakes. Nice, very, very good. Heroic victory. And India, after all this time, is finally, properly, actually secured. Excellent, excellent. Exactly what we like to see. There we go. So there goes that army. There goes the garrison. Excellent. Right, let's get these buildings repaired first. So, -5, -18. I will rebuild the university, but I just want to get territory under control first. You chaps, replenish as much as you can. We have 0 money. But there we go. The continent is taken. Now, let's move you over. Because they might try land at Arcot, but get ready to move you over. They're only cavalry. But mainland India is secure, which is excellent. Any techs on the horizon? Not right now. Not right now. There's Seringa, but let's give them something to research. Just for a turn. And then let's hit end turn. Excellent. So yeah, the plan now is to get some hardcore researching done. We had to focus on the military technologies just for our immediate survival, but now we could better spend a bit more time kind of researching everything, including the navy. Really need to start cranking up some of those navy techs. Build some fleets to come and destroy the Safavid fleet that's raiding our trade to the Ottoman Empire, and all of our trade, really. Then we'll start sending fleets abroad. Like I say, in this way, why, it's really quite handy that the French declared war on me, because as it is, we can start to invade South America, although it looks like it still might be Dutch. Which would be a surprise. Letter of demands from Mysore, but they're okay. Now I'll rebuild you as a school. Get the rest of the army replenished. Get you replenished. Sorry, sneeze. Yeah, you guys replenished. Good. Government building at Goa built. Let's get large tea plantation built. Arcot, you don't need to be military production building anymore. We've got Mysore nearby that can do that. So we will get a bunch of clamour for reform, but by the time the school is built, that'll be offset by the drop in resistance to foreign occupation, which is great. So a bunch of new government buildings. Go, I got the magistrate, which we are upgrading. Yes, very good. Polyper is going to get industrial tech soon, which is great. Ganul is being upgraded. Mysore is also being upgraded. Great. Workers on strike. This was spy missions. So we could go for Kabul, but right now it's kind of like, do I need to? Like, they didn't offer me much in the way of money. 136 a turn? It's kind of like, eh. Just let them be them, I suppose. You probably need to get into Zahedan, because it looks like we've lost our spy. There is a full stack army up here, but I'm just content to build a navy to squash this force, blockade their port. I do eventually want to get up to Esfahan, but right now I want to consolidate power. In particular, attention needs to be put on to pop growth to get more towns, because we do have territories that will produce. Yeah, there we go. The French finally landed. They made a decision. And now we squash them. Okay. The Ottoman's not doing anything in particular, which is good. It appears that nothing's crazy going on in the world. It looks like the Russians have pushed a bit further west than they normally do, but... you know, crazy things can happen. Okay. Agent executed. Ah, they found my spy in Afghanistan. Well, I'm going to have to keep Afghanistan garrisoned with a spy. The orrery has been invented. Excellent. More governor's residences plus a grand opera house in Satara. Let's keep upgrading that to a great museum. Gives us enlightenment technology bonuses plus lots of other positive things such as increased research rates. You might just send you guys to go attack them. Ah, interesting. In a way, it's kind of what I wanted, because this was a force that was built really to deal with these guys. So I'm happy for them to be depleted, because we don't really need them after the French are dead. Sorry, I must have a cold coming on. Right. Field the Iron Master's works here in Mysore. If you want artillery in the south, it'll have to come from Hyderabad. We're going to get a few techs soon. Cool. I think it's Arcot, yeah, Pondicherry. Going to start growing. So Arcot has 3 ports in it, so one of these is definitely going to be a military port. Both of these in Cuttack are probably going to be civilian ports. They're going to take so long to develop anyway. And here in the west, Mysore's getting a trade port. Yeah, these are all going to be trade, so that's going to be our military shipyard on the eastern front. Eastern coast. But still, this is great. We've got a good opportunity just to start cranking out some... oh, you're going to do some raid... You didn't even actually raid anything. You're on your way to raiding the gold mine. However, that full army is going to put pay to that. It'd be interesting if the Americas develops, but I don't know what the trigger is going to be. I mean, if it takes until 1776, then you'll almost never see it happen, because or 1774, I guess. Because it depends where along the line you want to start implementing the change. Spinning frame. Excellent. So, gone straight on to flying shuttle, which is fine. I'd probably like you to get on to Libertarianism, get us that boost in research speed by allowing us to build the classical university. Then Karsul is going to get flintlock mobilization, which is going to be useful. That's going to get us make infantry more expensive, but it's going to make us load faster, reduce misfire chances, and increase marksmanship. So in theory, I guess we're replacing matchlocks with flintlocks, which is about bloody time. Okay, let's get a couple of these plantations upgraded. You guys attack. Small force. Excellent. But you might be a candidate for eventual foreign intervention. So, if we were to land, I mean, we have to attack the Dutch at some point. We just do. But we'd probably land at Cayenne because we're already at war with the French. Then we'll attack Paramaribo at the same time as we're attacking Trincomalee. Or I just attack Trincomalee, then when I land in South America I attack them both anyway because they'll both be enemy regions. Much of a muchness, really. Oh, getting some good upgrades. Yeah, there's the French Navy. They've returned. But yes, we really do need some better ships to form the Indian Navy. And as I've got the cash, I'd probably rather like to have a university who just focuses on naval research. I think that would be a good idea. Cool, there's the flintlock mobilization. They've got on to military planning doctrine, reduces upkeep and helps us. Whereas another step towards building the next level barracks. Upgraded tea plantation, which is great. Let's upgrade this large tea plantation as well. May as well upgrade you to a pleasure garden as well. Well, I suppose I don't really need to. Spawns, assassins, doesn't increase... Just reduces cultural unrest. Well, you can stay as it is right now. I don't think I really need to upgrade you. Upgrade a mine up north. Spies are still doing good work. Four turns till Pondicherry develops. Amazing. Oh, it might have been impacted by the French force that was operating in our lands. You know, devastation by foreign armies probably knackered it somewhat. But apart from that, everything seems to be ticking along nicely. But I think with Empire 2, because the scope is so enormous, like in Darth Mod or in Napoleon Total War, you can be pretty confident if you play at a regular pace, you're going to be able to finish researching the tree. But in Empire, because the scope of the research and the technologies is so big, you're kind of incentivized just when you can, just to take a minute. Let's get a bit further down our development track. Let's make a few investments. I think it drives that playstyle a little bit more. Obviously, you can boom with early game tech and do really well. French raiding us with sloops. Bring a Patna and Mysore gets us schools. Let's upgrade that. Kassur's become a college. The spies are doing good work, but yes, gold mine, steam pump gold mine makes people unhappy. But by the time that becomes an issue, we will have got rid of some more resistance to foreign occupation. In terms of research, bring a Patna. Researching grenades, because right now, along with Kurnool, we're currently the lowest level schools we can get. And you don't have any gentlemen, so it's going to take a bit of time for your research speed to tick up. Yeah, Britain's been repulsed from Scotland. Yeah, I want to focus my. I mean, ultimately, if we reach a point where we literally have nothing to spend money on, then I will attack. But for right now, we've got we have ways of spending money, and yeah, we will probably attack Trincomalee, bring us into war with the Dutch. Not that it matters, huge amount. Safavids are actually reinforcing Kabul. Islamic Emirates sending absolutely everybody they can to liberate that port. Good. There we go. So the full army's still ways away. Do more. Tea plantation upgrades. What have we got here? Oh, the boarding house. Yeah, because you've got a school. Let's do that. Thinking we start. So I'm going to want the militia over here to garrison Pondicherry. We'll build a small fleet, invade Trincomalee. Actually, there is a... You have an enemy trade going right past us as well. Raid the mine. We're doing good. Oh, just a second, guys. And rightio, sorry about that. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're now getting to the point where we have too much money, not enough to spend it on. So I think we are going to start heading towards Trincomalee, capture that island, and bring another territory under our control. Here in Naroon, let's just slowly start to build up our garrison. We can't leave Mysore for a long time because they really hate us, and not until we start getting better technologies to upgrade some of these buildings that deal with either adding repression or greater public order. Apart from that, though, I think let's hit end turn. Well, any new techs yet? No, nothing for a few turns. But yes, I think we need to invade Sri Lanka, or what we would call Sri Lanka. Hopefully not coming this way. I don't like that. I don't like that they've built up a stack and then there's a fleet heading towards them. It can be a bit spooky when you start seeing the AI do things like that. There we go. Elite. Kicked out. Good. Production. Okay, Kanul. Been upgraded to a college. Arcot gets a magistrate. So I think Arcot's one of our... is our most profitable region. I suppose technically Mysore's still most profitable because I don't... Well, you have to do the maths. Is the drop in the absolute income offset by the increase in the relative tax rate? Which, speaking of, really... No, we're good. Because we're an absolute monarchy, all you can see is an A. But we are an absolute monarchy. Lower classes get no taxes. Upper classes, you get a little bit. You get a little something something. Boat smugglers in the Indian Ocean. Now the native militia can move over to get ready to garrison Pondicherry, which should be growing next turn. a trade ship and see if we can start to try and nick some of the nearby trade zones. Another mine upgrade. Ooh, steam pumped gold mine, 11 grand. And no wonder that wasn't showing before. Okay. In a few turns we'll also start to unlock next level barracks buildings. Oh no, Britain's still on the advance in Scotland. Fairly sure the Dutch are going to have their hands full with the French. So we are going to be free to be able to complete some shenanigans. Well, the Ottoman Navy is quite strong, relatively. Only compared to my Ottoman Navy. Okay, the Papal States can't raid the ports anymore, so they're going to blockade the trade, or raid the trade routes. Or Scotland. Oh no. Not good. Ooh, an agent. Ah, yes. So we'll move you to Hyderabad. They haven't got a researcher. New town emerges. Pondicherry. Shipyard. You get. Excellent. Everybody's maxed out. So I'll leave the trade ship in for now. Mr. Rawat onto his ships. I'm already at war with Britain. I don't care about being at war with Cherokee. I don't really care about being at war with Austria either. Oop. Oh, they do actually have a little army here. They're going to hop into the city and garrison that, I would wager. If we mind. Ooh, let's upgrade the gem mine as well. Cot's going to be quite profitable, although industrialization unhappiness is strong. So, might want to pop a garrison unit inside the city itself. Royal Navy is on the move. Thank the Scottish Navy, but not without cost. Ah, there we go. Britain's taken Edinburgh. I realise actually there's Edinburgh Castle. Opportunity to intercept? No, get into the city. So I could have intercepted them. We would have been on the defensive. But I want them in the city so that a victory results in the complete destruction of their forces, and that simplicity is worth the 3 or 4 extra units they'll get, particularly because we already have overwhelming force. So I don't mind them having the garrison. Still, then we will jump from this territory to South America. We will experience significant cultural challenges from day one. Navy professionalism at Kurnool. Excellent. Although Kurnool do not go on to research mortar ship design, go on to research flintlock cannon. Bit of a garrison, just if you're happy. Kingdom of Scotland has been annihilated. Fortunately. So what? So in terms of a garrison, they got garrison provincial line. It might have only been that one unit, essentially. At which point, to be honest, we can also siege them. We can just say, no, we're going to sit here and wait for you to attack us, and then you'll lose your mortars at least. Because, yeah, we do just have to crank out some turns. Cassiura's going to get me military planning doctrine, which I think is going to mean a whole bunch of barracks start popping up. The Dutch immediately. Oh no, they're attacking. They're attacking the Hanoverians. Interesting. With a little bit of a front line. Sorry, I just dozed off in my own little mind at that point. I mean, I'll make peace for free. I probably will start to advance on Afghanistan just because we are starting to stockpile a lot of cash right now. Military planning doctrine. Hey, barracks. Everyone gets a barracks because we've got loads of money. And they're only $2,000 each. That, and it also increases research points for military tech. So it's certainly in our interest. Keep on bumping this up. Let's go for Afghanistan. Go for Afghanistan and see if we can force them to make peace. Bring up another gun team. For reinforcement. Ooh, there's some Mara cavalry we can get. With lots of X's. Although... might dispatch a Lancer unit down to here. Then we can get a Barawadi to come up with them. Raise the plantations, good. More products to market. We don't appear to be reaching the point where we're producing more than we can export, which is good. All the exports are cracking on. So the likes of Sukbarabad got sugar and cotton. It's got no ports, but it shares a border with Calcutta, so in theory, goods should be able to be traded out of Calcutta. But that doesn't appear to be happening. So maybe it's within two friendly territories. Oh, this is a foreign port, isn't it? It's worth only $14,000. 2.5, 4, 90. Yeah, that's the important one in terms of our trade. Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. Our most valuable partner is New Spain. Once our port's ready and we attack this fleet. To be fair, actually, it's 2 turns. I might back up some brigs. So by the time that the port is ready and able to start building better ships of war, we've at least got some brigs to bulk out the fleet. Yeah, the Dutch are holding on. The Ottomans are going to Ottoman. Although the Austrians have got a long front line with them now. They've taken Moldavia. Quite wide. Poland still holds the regular territories it looks like it holds. Russia's taken Lithuania. So they have slowly squeaked out further west. Improved grenades. Excellent. Gone on to Enfilade Doctrine, which will reduce upkeep costs for artillery, reduce recruitment costs for artillery, and increase command level when leading RT units. Very good. Well, Benares is researching fishing ports, so all of our coastal territories are going to start getting a bonus in their pop growth. 2 turns till the United Provinces are destroyed. Push forward. Too bad we're not getting any more spies yet. Not spies. Researchers. There we go. The Dutch finally selling out of Trincomalee, but looking at the timer, I believe it's time to end the episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for a pretty decisive battle for another Indian territory. Cheers, everyone.